So far, no intraoral scanners have been connected to the practice management system, so they have been living two independent lives. So let's say we have a scan of the patient, and we want to look at that scan, half a year later, because the patient is soon coming in again, and then we have to go over on the intraoral scanner and search for, the patient name and everything. I mean, it's not digital, right? This is not truly connecting the digital dots. So we are today connecting the digital dots by making an integration between Dentrix, the most used practice management system here in the US, and the 3Shape software. And I will not just speak about it, I would like to show you live how it works. So here you see the Dentrix software, and this is what drives any clinic. Could also be other softwares. This is a generic interface, but has been made a special implementation here. We click on the Dentrix. I have booked my patient here, Cynthia, who will join. I will then go on the patient chart here and open the patient chart, so we can look at the patient chart here. So here we have the patient chart for Cynthia. She's doing pretty well, but we now need to make a scan and have the ability now to say new 3Shape case down here. And when I do now, it will basically open the 3Shape software and create a patient with this particular name. Also, I can open it on the same computer. Let's say this was my Dentrix computer, or I can open it up over there. It doesn't have to be the same computer. It can be on any computer in the network. So Dentrix doesn't have to be installed on the 3Shape or the 3Shape computer. So I click OK here, and we basically see that it creates Cynthia automatically here in the software. We open up the case. This is also our new dental desktop software, so new UI, always simpler. There's always a next button, so I just press next here. I'm gonna select, I think they're gonna give her an Emax crown here on her first molar. So we will move on. And the triage is so easy that you can actually let the patient scan yourself, at least this patient here. So we're gonna let the patient scan herself here. So go ahead, we'll start to show you a full arch, and we are starting in the lower, because the lower is the most difficult place to scan. You have the tongue, the cheek, you have saliva. You just go ahead, Cynthia. And you can see up here how we pick it up. You can see what you actually see down here. You can see how it builds up hundreds of pictures. You move around and scan, and you can see it is really fast and easy. And I think it's fair to say that this is a complete different patient experience compared to taking a conventional impression, where it takes minutes to take a conventional impression. So pretty impressive, 20 seconds. I'm personally on 30 seconds, so I'm a little bit disappointed she's faster than me. But even also you guys that are signing up for 3 years, I'm sure you will consistently be able to go below 1 minute also as a general user, with a little bit of experience, of course. So we are just going to show you how fast it is actually to scan a quadrant also, because in many cases, like if it's just a single crown, you will just scan a quadrant. And you see again how we scan. You move it around, so you basically have to go around on the 3 sweeps. You can see down here all the time what you're seeing. You just press next. There's always a next and previous in our new dental desktop software here, so we press next. Cynthia will scan her upper here. You can see, do a fast upper scan. You can see we easily get also ML and so on, so we're not limited to that. So she has a good demo filling here to show. Okay, the final thing we have to do, so I will just mark the tooth fast here. And then finally you have to do the bite. And we are just going to do the bite, where you're basically biting together. And it will snap the software together here. So basically it's biting together now, and we have completed the scan. I didn't time it, but I guess it was like 45 seconds altogether. We press next. So now we have the possibility to do some clinical validation. We are not going to show that. We are basically going to send it off to the lab. So now what is happening now is some post-processing is going to take in place. And what is happening in this post-processing is that, we have taken all those pictures, but what you saw before was kind of a preview. Now we are really optimizing and squeezing, every micron out of the scan. So, and 3 years has in multiple studies been found as the most accurate scanner. And one of the reasons for that is exactly what you see here. is that we are now, not just putting the scans together, but really doing a global optimization, squeezing, the last micron out, and really, getting really high jaw-to-jaw accuracy. And this is the main reason, one of the two reasons, besides of course the hardware itself, that we are consistently, or in many studies, always rated as the most accurate scanner. So at the same time as we are sending it, so there will be a parallel now, sending it to the lab, and we'll also send it back to Dentrix. What's really cool, when it comes back to Dentrix, it will not just come back to Dentrix, we will be able to view it in there, and you will be able to open it up on multiple computers in the clinic. If you have a decent graphic card, you can view that scan on all the computers in your clinic, and you can even do modeling or design or analysis. And also we work on not just doing treatments with the scanner, but also looking into diagnostic opportunities and really predicting diseases which we're going to believe is basically radically going to change the way the scanning is used, not just for treatment, but also for diagnosis. So, and we are done now here. So it has been sent off. And if we go back to Dentrix, here, you'll basically see now that we have the case. So the case is entered back into this panel developed by the DDX team. So it's basically coming back into the panel here. I can look at the case details. So at any point also, 3 months later or 6 months later, we have now all 3D information inside here. We have the information here. But what is more interesting is we can click here and we can view the 3D case. So it's not just some pictures, but we have a full view here of the 3D case. We can turn around, we can look exactly, what's happening. And now we really connected, the digital dots together and brought in, the 3D scan into the patient chart, making it fully applicable for every clinic in the daily workflow and making it easy.